Okay, hey everybody, it is me, the friendly striker here, Arazimare, with two people here today that want to share our opinions. So Zodiac over here, say hi.
Hola.
And then we have Nolan, which is Iron Mercy, and we just want to share our opinions and thoughts on the Division 2. So, mainly we want to focus today some of the topics and shit that are going on with the Dark Zone. We're quite mainly PvE, but we know this is like a big subject and stuff, so we should bring up some of the facts. So in case you haven't watched the trailers yet, which you should have if you're a Major Division player, if you love the game, or just haven't got the time. Yeah, we're gonna explain that. So while we're doing it, you guys can enjoy some Division 1 content. So yeah, so first off, I'd like to say that the Dark Zones only have about 12 players. And there's gonna be about how many people again, Jonathan? Like 12?
Yeah.
Alright, so Jonathan, you take over first, talk about the Dark Zone and shit, and I'm just gonna change my audio.
Alright, so now there's like 3 dark zones instead of one big dark zone. I don't really have an opinion on it, really. I just thought it was interesting to point out there's...
Listen, I get the fact they're trying to make it more friendly to PvE players and shit, but I was fine going to the Dark Zone in the first place.
Yeah.
What do you think, Iron Mercy?
Well, I feel like it's more of a certain type of situation where the player kind of picks their zone. I feel like if there's more opportunity to multiple stages, more people will try to pick the certain stage.
I mean, it would definitely integrate people more to, like, maybe do PvP. I mean, like, starting up, maybe you'd want to go for the first Dark Zone, which is definitely going to be the more easier one,
Yeah,
and then you want to build
exactly.
up to getting that. But, I don't know everything about these Dark Zones, but I'm pretty sure there is going to be PvP in the first one and the second one. The third one is definitely has been confirmed to be just all-out war. It's going to be everything that we got in the first Dark Zone, which is the one we have right now. Although we don't know what gear sets are going to be implied. So this time along in Division 1, we have these sets and perks and talents and stuff. We know there is definitely probably going to be perks, but as the developers said in some of these interviews, that they're trying to change the way the Division is, so they're definitely going to try and make it so it's not as RNG based, because people were also complaining about the sponginess, quote unquote. You guys want to
Yeah, I hate that.
I mean, I was okay with it, but apparently at launch it was out of control. So I'm pretty sure you, Jonathan, played it a while back, and you can tell us a bit of your experience.
Let's say it wasn't very it didn't meet my expectations on what the trailers were originally like.
Oh yeah, definitely. They downgraded the game like crazy, but it definitely looked a lot more harder than what it was supposed to be back then.
Yeah.
Like, graphic-wise,
the environment wasn't as interactive as it could have been, right? So
we were all... It's like a No Man's Sky trailer situation.
Exactly.
A lot less worse.
It could have been a really nice game, but they kind of like underwhelmed us with the gameplay. They kind of like went too high on the visual and just kind of like threw the gameplay away.
I mean,
which
yeah.
I feel like that would be okay in a certain situation where it's not the gameplay that's about the game, but this is more core gameplay than like story mode.
Yes, definitely. They have said countless times that they're trying to focus on like the end game, like the main thing that the fans liked in the first one. And I just would like to say first off, me and my friends here, we haven't been playing the game for too long, but we have definitely watched and seen how the game evolved. I definitely do remember picking you up back in the olden days when this game came out. I didn't play it for too long because I was a bit disappointed. I did not stick with it as everyone else did, but after a while I found out how many updates they've had and all the improvements, and I definitely feel like now this game is what we wanted from the community, if you know what I'm saying here.
Yeah. Another thing that I think would be interesting is to see how each faction evolved over the 7 months that it's been going on.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. We are starting in Washington, D.C., for people who don't know. This is 7 months after this is 7 months after we finish in Manhattan, which is where we are right now. But yeah, this is a big improvement. I certainly don't like the snow, especially someone who lives in Canada and has to deal with it. It's kind of annoying, so it's definitely going to be a lot better to play in someone that's like a lot more
Yeah.
live.
And I feel like new environments would really spice up the gameplay, especially with the new Dark Zones. They have their own special environments that are aesthetically different than the last ones.
I mean, I wouldn't say aesthetically different. I remember in the trailer there's one part where
Listen,
it's just literally yellow bags.
This could be another, what's it called, Destiny 2 situation, if you understand what I'm saying here.
Yeah.
Where they are promising more than they can handle. Definitely, who's the company that's handling them again?
It's Ubisoft.
It's Ubisoft, and Ubisoft has been known to create games and just like make them better over time. And I'm personally okay with that. But if you're the type of person who doesn't fully believe in Ubisoft, like, I'd suggest waiting maybe a year or something, because that's how usually long it takes these Ubisoft games to get fixed, in my opinion. I played Ghost Recon Wildlands, and that game was. You can have your own opinion on that, but I personally don't enjoy what the game was at launch. It wasn't very immersive, or it wasn't something they promised. Well, they definitely worked on it. They added new updates. They had that Rainbow Six Siege patch or whatever. It was very cool. I definitely enjoyed the game a lot more now than before. So that's pretty interesting. So the next topic I think we should go into now is maybe the armor. If you guys have seen, you, as a player, now have armor now, just like the enemies, which is kind of a cool thing and a weird thing at the same time. I want you guys to share your feelings on that. What do you guys think?
Well, I don't really have much of an opinion. I haven't seen much of the trailers, personally. But the way they're presenting it could be an improvement, but it could also go downhill depending on how they execute it.
Gameplay-wise, I mean, how do you think this armor is going to come into play? Because I've seen videos where the dudes, like the people that are getting shot, it's like the armor doesn't even really matter, or I don't know how this is going to work.
Well, it kind of depends on what level you are, I'm guessing, because if you have high-level armor and same-level enemies, I'm guessing they won't do much damage, because armor is supposed to protect you from enemies that level. So
I mean,
I wonder if it's gonna be.
Maybe we should bring up a clip here. But some dude's using that RPK or whatever. I think it's the RPK. I'm not exactly sure what weapons are going to be implied in the game here, but we could show up some footage.
I feel like it could be very overpowered in a certain way, or it could be. It depends on how they kind of format, how they put the game together.
I mean, yeah, I understand what you're trying to say. I just wonder if it's actually going to matter. You know, like, it could be one of those things where it's just too much, like, which game was it again that just had, like, way too much health and, like, the killing times? Oh, yeah, Call of Duty originally. People thought the Battle Royale was going to be, like, super quick to die, so this is kind of the opposite situation here, where we're thinking it's going to take a lot longer to die, and, we don't want that sponginess again. We want to feel more realistic, and I get that, but, again, what I want to stress here, that this game is not, your average first-person shooter game. This is an RPG. Even though the creators of this game wanted to get that out on the first day, they were a lot of people thought this was just going to be a regular game, but that is kind of their fault at the same time, because they did represent it as your average first-person, third-person shooter type game, and they didn't really there wasn't very much information. We didn't get very much, if you guys know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh. Now, if we had more information on the initial of the Division, the one we have now, maybe we would have expected what they were gonna do, but they was way overhyped, right?
For sure. So I mean, hype is very destructive.
It's a game destroyer. It's so much.
Not even just the game destroyer. If you guys know Little Uzi, this is the same thing that's applying to him right now. I think maybe I know his album is a big part too, but the album itself, Eternal Take, is extremely hyped at the moment, and I think if he released it, a lot of fans would have been disappointed. I'm a big Uzi fan, but the hype is just too big for that, so I understand why he hasn't been releasing it. It's the same thing with the Division 2 and the Division 1, you know? That's why they put it off so many times and delayed it, like Atlas, if you know what game I'm talking about. They're not the same at all. I'm just trying to make examples here, but yeah. So, Jonathan, you have any other topics you'd like to mention here? Any other topics?
Well, I wanted to point it out, like, if the gameplay is not like we expected, I want to know what the community think.
Well,
like,
listen, I mean, we had downgrades before, if you know what I'm saying. Like the last last game we got, the graphics did not look anything like we got from the trailers, and people were majorly disappointed by that. What do you think is going to happen again? Because we've seen gameplay this time. They let us play the game. Not us in particular, but we've seen people play it. I hope that that's what it looks like. It's sure looking like it's, that's how it's going to look. We've seen videos, seen how it's been, and it's looking pretty promising, so I'm up to
Everybody
see,
stand back.
Oh, shit. But yeah, it's looking very promising so far. I hope it, lives up to its expectations. So, I'm a big supporter of this game. I definitely truly loved it, and I hope it succeeds, but I just got down here. 1 second, boys. But yeah, so, Dark Zone-wise, I'm not quite a PvPer here, and I understand that people are kind of frustrated with the 3 Dark Zones and how it's focusing more on, easier, I guess, for people. Speaking of easier, let's go into the topic of how the game, if it's going to be easier like Destiny 1. I mean, you know how Destiny 1 was extremely hard, and Destiny 2 just felt like a breeze.
my god.
So
that hurt my feelings, that game.
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed too, because it was a lot easier than the first one. So I'm wondering if they're going to go in the footsteps of Destiny 2, and that's my biggest concern at this point. Nothing really else is too major for me, but I hope that we get what we're promised this time, and I hope the community stays around, sticks with the game.
Honestly, for me, Destiny 2 should have sticked with Bungie, personally, because they did an excellent job on the first Destiny.
Oh, they're still with Bungie.
Destiny.
They still are,
okay.
I think they're going, broke.
I feel like more developers are getting that vibe of more post-apocalyptic, and I feel like this genre is growing.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this was, a revolutionary type of game, in my opinion, but,
I feel like there's not many things like this out there, which makes it a little bit special.
Oh yeah,
and
for
if
sure.
If
you're looking for a different experience in games, pick up the
exactly.
Pick up. I was gonna say Destiny 2, Division 1. It's an amazing game. There's so much content. I've only played this game for quite a little while now, and I've already have 100 hours in it. It's a pretty good game, and I suggest whoever is gonna pick up the first or the second game, you're gonna want to play the first one first, of course. But it's definitely gonna be interesting. It's not like any game on the market right now, in my opinion. The Dark Zone is, for anybody who doesn't know what the Dark Zone is, so this is coming from the point of a new player. Dark Zone is basically Capture and Flag, if you guys want to go into that.
Well, for me, the Dark Zone was always really about, kill or be killed type situation.
Yeah, but the loot though, that's the thing. It's a capture flag situation. You can kill other players for the loot that they have and then steal that, and then it's very important. There's extraction that takes time, and I haven't experienced anything like that. I've never experienced a more scarier moment before in my entire gaming career so far that's anywhere like that. It's probably my most unique experience, so I hope that these new Dark Zones have the same mentality that this game has right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Another thing I'd like to go into, though... sorry, you speak first.
No, you can go ahead.
Okay, another thing I'd like to speak into is generally how much content we should be expecting in this game. Should we be expecting, the Underground DLC again? We've seen pictures so far of an underground station in the Division 2, but we can't really have any confirmation on that. We don't know if it's just going to be caves, kind of. Not actual caves, but...
Watch out.
You can understand what I'm saying here, but I hope they have that, all the DLCs. But that's definitely not going to happen. I don't expect them to have that. But if they did, this game will be content full. And I think a lot of people will be very impressed and happy to see that they stuck with their older DLCs and maybe improved them and then added on some new ones. So, the Premium Pass. What are your opinions on the Premium Pass? Because they originally said they didn't want to split the community again. But they were kind of filling our mellows with baloney here, saying that they weren't going to split the community. And then 2 days later, they come out with this Premium Pass thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's... In a way, yes, it is splitting the community, but it's really to see if you like the Division that much, then if you want to spend the money, then go ahead.
But keep in mind, they are a business and they need to make money too. Nowadays, it's you need to have these microtransactions. Oh yeah, Jonathan played that. You need to have microtransactions. You need to have this in order to be successful nowadays because
Get back.
it's like this thing now. Many companies are adopting that. It makes you a lot of money. EA makes a crap ton of money on these DLCs and microtransactions.
Yeah.
I've seen FIFA
The thing
gameplay,
is,
all this stuff, man. It's like crazy.
yeah, the thing is, too many microtransactions can actually lead to a game's failure, as you saw with Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Same with
That could have been
Destiny
a great
2.
game.
When they were trying to pay you, you were trying to pay them for like customizable stuff. Like that's that's been too far. Because I still like to feel like I'm being rewarded for my playtime, and that's the thing about the Division 1. They don't just do the Destiny 2 way, and they don't just make you pay for clothes and stuff like that. Sometimes they actually like let you work for it. Like this strike that we're doing right now, this incursion, we can get this riot gear, which is quite cool because we don't have to pay for it. And they do have.
We have to work for it. Okay, so what I'm saying, which could be very like deadly to Division 2, is Ubisoft. Ubisoft itself. Transactions.
Oh, head back.
Just straight up, I guarantee you.
Head back, bro. Head back.
They're gonna kill a game with transactions at one point or another. It's happened to basically every company.
Listen, in my opinion, I don't think this is going to be EA situation. They're not under Activision control. They're not under like any of these killer companies, in my opinion. So let's see how this works out. If it's a failure, it's a failure, and I'm going to be greatly disappointed in the company. But I don't think it's going to be a failure this time. I really think they're going to improve on what they did last time. But
I feel like they learned their lesson, but one company I know for sure that did not learn their lesson after the release of their biggest failure probably ever, Bethesda.
Oh, with Fallout 76?
Yeah. Fallout 76
Fallout
was
76,
an absolute disaster.
Yeah, I personally enjoyed the game, but the way they executed this whole situation with the canvas bag actually being nylon and them not telling anyone about it.
Yeah, that was disgraceful. I mean, the Division 2 is doing the same thing. Like, not like that wise, but like, they're going to be releasing these things or whatever that are going to be like, bags or something. It's just a
not to mention, they better not pull any, like, Nuka-Cola Dark, for example. That was another bad situation. They just tried to rake in a couple quick bucks.
I've never heard of that.
The Nuka-Cola Dark situation is they paid a company to make rum. And this rum, from what I've heard, wasn't very good rum. But the actual Nuka-Cola bottle itself was just a plastic casing around the rum bottle. And you can't even pour the rum out.
Okay, do the shield on me. Like, come over here.
Yeah.
Someone pull up the shield.
Got you.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. No, like, shield.
I don't have shield, but, I mean, I'll yeet my grenades, see if that works.
Bitch, I yeet like me. Wait, who's that song about again? What's his name?
Oh, I'm almost dead.
Yeah, so, other thing I want to know, are they going to have incursions?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so incursions, I wonder if there's going to be more. Because there's not many in this game, to be fairly honest.
Pick it up,
I don't feel like you should load a game with too much things. But I feel like incursions would be a good thing to earn points and like grind and stuff like that.
Okay, now I remember. They are going to have raids like Destiny 2 stuff. They're gonna be for the hardcore players. So I want to see how this works out.
I mean, it seems like an interesting concept, but I just don't know if it will actually plan out like they think it will.
I mean, I hope it's gonna be.
I've got 2 tanks on me. There's no way I'm getting out of this.
I just hope the game still feels like you get rewarded for playing. I love the feeling in this game where if you play for at least like 30 minutes or something, you can get so much shit, so much good stuff from playing, and it really feels like you're, actively doing stuff. So this is why I love this game. This is why I would suggest you play this game. And definitely just go pick it up if you have seen these trailers and are interested or intrigued by them. We're kind of failing right now.
Tank down. Boys, come over to me. I'll send you a med pack.
Oh yeah, thanks, bro. But honestly, oh shit, people died.
Yeah.
You guys died?
Another thing that
hey, coming over to you.
I found really, really interesting about the Division is they actually, if you pay attention, they actually describe how real violence
I'm done.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Like, they definitely did their research, and that's something that every game company should do before releasing something that was so hyped up and then ended up being pretty.
Pretty disappointing at launch, and I get
Yeah,
that.
like in
But
Fallout 6 is
I
situation.
definitely
Everyone
want to
is
digress.
Boy, Young
hyped
here
up
with
so
the
much.
middle
You should give this game a second chance.
Yeah.
I feel like
I have
would be a
one
great
thing. I have
improvement.
one thing to say, and it's the only thing you
Oh, 6
shouldn't
is-
expect is good game. You can't expect a good game out of a pre-released game that just came out, because like that's over expecting, and as we said earlier, that is literally killing a game.
But listen, the hype is already there, and
The
it's
hype was
not-
always there, though.
It's
You
not
have to
gonna
admit.
go down. So, it's gonna pan out the way that these people are thinking it's gonna work. So, these guys, over at Ubisoft.
But I mean, it all depends on how they release it. If they release it and they give out like DLCs at first, I feel like they should do that later on because people have chance and time to work on it.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I joined late in this game, but I bought the full edition with every DLC. It
Yeah.
was a great pack. I enjoy the underground, but I just feel like it would be better if it was more of a multiplayer, because I mean, you can only have a 4-player squad in this game, right?
Oh yeah, for
Right.
sure.
So
Yeah.
why can't we do like a 10-player squad, like a full-on SWAT team kind of squad? That would be great if you could just like fully infiltrate things with a lower weapon or something, or they give you stock weapons and you have to fight through a small base or something like that. That'd be fantastic mode. But I feel like that's too much of a Rainbow Six idea, and I feel like that would be kind of scummy to do. But I feel like that would be great because I mean, it's such a great idea, Rainbow Six. I feel like they should add it into more games. That idea.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
Ubisoft, right?
Another thing would be interesting to see is more destructive environments.
Oh yeah.
Oh
just
yes,
Jonathan,
yes.
before we
Although
could you attach your shield so we can get this the
Yeah.
one thing, Jonathan,
Yeah.
we already have somewhat destructive stuff because we can destroy like garbage cans, things around us. We can like kick around some boxes. We can destroy windows and stuff like that. But yes, I know what you're talking about. Like you should be able to like knock over huge bins or something like that, or
Yeah.
you know.
Another
yeah.
thing is too.
Last time we were a bit disappointed by destruction. You can't really destroy anything in this game. Of course, they were showing very advanced stuff. This game was released back in how long ago?
2016.
20, I think. This game was quite old at the time, and it's very old now. But they were showing off really advanced technology for like game creating wise, and I think they were pushing it because they were releasing these videos and stuff that wasn't actually going to be in the game. So this was a huge mistake on Ubisoft's part. I hope they don't do it again.
Yeah.
It's gonna mislead the
As a matter of
community.
fact, it was a huge
And-
mistake for a lot of game companies these days.
For
Like
sure, but it's
they
gonna
keep-
really disappoint the community to see that they're gonna lie again like that. And it is lying. It's very misinformative, and I don't think they should do it again. It's very
yeah.
It's definitely gonna hurt the community if they do that again. Let's just kill this enemy right here.
Okay, go for the left. Go for the left package this time, because every time we go for right, it kind of like stretches us.
You see, this incursion is very it's the first one. It's very horde mode. Speaking of we haven't gotten any information on the peers, like the resistance. We don't even know if it's gonna be in
yes.
the game. I personally love that addition to the game. It was free, and I love it. It's honestly very fun. It's like
Yeah. I really do hope some of the features from this game do make it into the second installment as well.
oh yeah, there's a lot of things that I hope to see that we don't know yet. They're gonna be in there, but yeah. So what DLCs do you guys have to come back? Because I'm certainly rooting for the underground DLC. Especially
Yeah,
survival.
Underground was a top one for me at this point in time. I feel like it's more of a I feel like it's bigger than all of the other DLCs.
Oh,
Let's just
definitely. But Last Stand for me, all this DLC,
Yeah,
all these good
I'm
DLCs.
down.
bro.
Yeah.
They were
I would
really
definitely
good.
love the survival mode DLC to come back.
Oh, yeah.
That would be really nice to see.
heal, Jonathan, heal. There, yeah. Woo! Oh. Run away.
Sorry guys, it's intense gameplay,
Yeah.
Holy crap, though. These incursions are very hard. We get carried most of the time, honestly.
Okay, that helicopter is being.
See,
has-
another thing is matchmaking, right?
Oh yeah, I hope that's in the game still. A lot of companies
Yeah.
are taking that out nowadays, though.
Yeah, because if you get carried during these excursions and whatever they're called, well, you'll never really have a chance to experience the game for yourself.
Well, for sure, no, definitely. We worked up to them, but for sure it was definitely a lot easier. I do enjoy the teamwork though, and meeting new people. People always say this community is toxic. Now, for anybody that still believes that, that's full of shit. That was back in the original days, like when Dark Zone first came out. Like Dark Zone was always in there, but when the game first released, this game was quite toxic. The community was there was a lot of hackers. Yeah. I have not ran into anybody like that, but even people that are going manhunt killing me, I end up talking to them, and they're very nice people. So I suggest even keeping your mic on for a majority of the time in this game. I think you'll have a great time.
Azim, I'm coming for you.
Especially in those public areas such as Dark Zone. And I feel like different people will like different Dark Zones. So I feel like certain people will be in a certain Dark Zone. So if you don't like a certain group of people, you might want to visit another Dark Zone.
Yeah, definitely. Especially for beginners, I think it'd be a cool idea to like maybe they're gonna do an unlocking system. Like you hit a certain Dark Zone level, you hit the next one. I think that would be maybe a cool
I'm done. I'm so done. Yeah. Ugh.
What do you think, Jonathan? Do you think you're gonna have like a leveling up system?
Personally, I might not agree with the leveling up system personally because like if sometimes I usually like to take the easier route, but if you want someone if you're someone that wants a good challenge, like you might as well go to, let's say you're like high enough level to do the first Dark Zone. If you want to go to the second Dark Zone, that would be a good challenge. Sure, it will be very difficult, but like it will be a unique experience, right?
Definitely.
Okay, so that comes to mind. So you know what I really want? Okay, so what I really want is them to have a fun gameplay, because I seem to dry out after a little bit. Because like after a little bit, like some missions I get kind of bored, so I just kind of run around killing people, right? I shouldn't have said that. That seems like a criminal offense. So it kind of gets boring after a little bit, but I keep playing so I can get some experience and I can do some excursions with some friends, right? But at some point in time, they should add like more fun missions, and like they should keep adding them. I mean, I'm not saying this is some Epic Games bullshit going on, but like,
yeah, I know. I get it.
They should add more fun things. I mean, I get the global events.
Jonathan, you
but
go to that thing over there, and then we're gonna take this dude over here and get the component. Let's focus on this one, okay?
Yeet.
Use your shield while going up there. It's gonna be a lot easier on you, Jonathan. Focus on that heavy. Okay, so that was our opinions on the Division 2 so far. So now you guys can just sit back, relax, get some popcorn, you know, and just enjoy some Division gameplay. See if you like it too.
You have someone behind you.
Yeah, no.
Also, you're watching a pretty under-level squad, so yeah, I just suggest watching Marco Style. Shout out my dude, he's awesome. He's a really cool YouTuber. I only recently started watching him. Very cool dude. So yeah, I'm link his channel. At least try to, because I'm still new to this. So let's see if that works.
Go get Jonathan. I'll distract the helicopter.
So
wait, I can just.
Another thing that I would like to see is the same amount of attention to detail, right?
I can't. I'm being constantly shot at.
Like,
no, the boss again.
Something that I would like to see is like, you know how when it's snowy, you get the snow on your shoulders?
Yeah, it's not snowing this time.
Yeah, I know, but like, I would want to see, like, if you're treading through mud on your clothing.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely want I want that. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah. Also, too, one thing that was a bit disappointing in this game for sure was sometimes you would see oil spills on the ground, but you would shoot them and nothing would happen. And I was like, bro, what? Like, if they could fix that and make it so it sets on fire, like, realistically, then that would be a nice addition.
Someone come pick this thing up over here, and I'll cover you with my shield. Okay.
Alright, I'm coming.
So,
behind me.
That was my thoughts on the Division, really.
Watch out.
Yeah, so those are my thoughts.
Jonathan, come and pick it up. Jonathan. Ow, I just got knocked again. I got it. I'm just bugging myself.
Get down.
So yeah,
Dude, we're just getting airstriked right now. This is so annoying.
Yeah, honestly though.
Okay, come over here. I got a healing pack.
You guys just finish everything that's coming your way.
Ow. Yeah, we did.
All right, we're yeah. So that
Yo,
was
there's
my
something else I don't think we can
Division
do this,
2.
or we need a let's matchmake. Is that good?
Alright.
Did you end the recording?
No, I'm still streaming.
Oh.
I got 3 people watching. Hey, Dragon. We're just talking about the Division 2, everybody. Yeah, actually, let's continue. So yeah, what we want to say here is, the game is coming out, in February 15th. I think you guys should pick it up, and, these are some of our reasons. The game is very interesting. It's definitely not like anything on the market right now. So for people who like shooter games and want that Destiny feel at the same time, this game is an RNG looter game, and that's what makes it different. It's not like anything right now, and it's very cool, and I think people who haven't got the chance to experience this or just haven't played it since launch should be quite surprised, honestly. But yeah, if you guys have anything else you want to say, any questions about the Division 2, feel free to ask them in chat, and we'll get right to you. Yo, Jonathan, bro, you want me to take this thing up?
Yeah.
Yo, shit. Yeah, we're gonna be completely, like, fucked in this incursion, bro. Oh, shit. Okay, there we go.
Taking away his shield. His shield's basically gone.
I know.
Alright, go at him, go at him.
Give me that ass, boy. There we go.
Yeah, dude, this gun I have is an absolute monster.
Oh, you know what? You know what I hope they do? They're still gonna have attachments.
Ow.
But I hope
I went.
The talents and shit, they work better. I don't know. I may be picky here, but some of the talents, they don't affect, like, they only affect damage and shit. But I want to have, like, I know they have some form of incendiary ammo, but I would like flammable ammo, or just, I know they have these new surge guns or something like that where it's like they spit shit at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are quite cool. I know they're gonna be adding futuristic guns and stuff like that. I want to see how they integrate, like, fully. I've seen, like, videos and shit of how it's gonna work, but, you know, at the same time, we don't.
I put an 8x scope on my machine gun, and it's just.
We don't know how they will work in PvP, if they will be too overpowered. We don't really.
Personally, I wouldn't like to see a future things in the Division.
We've seen what they call it again? What's arch?
Con?
Concept art. Yo, I'm having a bit of a brain fart, my dude. Yo, someone throw in a healing pack?
I'll try, but I'm not full. Coming your way. I'll get a little closer.
Yo, what up, Funky, bro? I didn't even say it, bro. You weren't even commenting, my dude.
I'll send a grenade out to just give him a little surprise.
Yo, if you remember Jonathan, he's in this right here.
Oh, shit.
Yo, throw.
I can't. I can't.
Yeah, you can't really spam click. Okay, let's do something else, guys. I think we gotta, like, find people. Because we're just going at it. Yeah, Funky, we're trying to do an incursion, which is like a raid. If you ever played Destiny 2 or something, it's basically just a horde mode, but it's pretty cool. Actually, you guys want to do some Dark Zone? We'd probably
sure.
Okay, that's it.
Well, I gotta go, so.
Okay, me and Nolan here can do some of that.
Yeah. That was a good talk.
Oh yeah, for sure. Actually, yes, I think I'm gonna end the stream now. But for anybody who enjoyed it, leave a like. I would really appreciate it. Same with these guys here. Expect more content. I'm gonna try and upload a lot more. It's gonna be mainly Division based. But if you guys have any other stuff that you'd like me to post, leave a link in one of my next videos, I guess. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later, agents.
Yeah.